What's up, guys? It's HeAdz here, and today I'm going to be doing a quick update video. Like I've said in the past, I don't know if I really stated this clearly or not, but I'm not planning to make mini update videos anymore, and these videos will occasionally happen, and I just do montage story things, so every single week on a Friday. So make sure that you check out the new one that's coming out this Friday. It's going to be really, really cool. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. Has a really cool story to it. But as far as the new update and the title of this video, of course, what is going on with these new, KAPKAN, Blitz, and the new recoil system? And I feel like a lot of people might be wondering, HeAdz, what the hell is going on with this new update? It's pretty crazy. There's a lot going on. So let's first touch on KAPKAN. This is like the most important, I think, because KAPKAN right now on the TTS, as I played, he has a 2-speed and 2-armor operator now, so he's completely balanced. He can run faster, and he has 5 KAPKAN traps that are all invisible and do 40 damage, supposedly. I think they did like 55 damage in the TTS, as I recall, but Ubisoft, I guess, said they do 40, so that's that. But it is concerning to me because if you think about Legion right now, we're worrying about him, and especially for pro players, I'm trying to become pro, in the process on PC and things like that, and it's really tough, trying to get to Diamond when people really know how to play Legion on Bomb, and I only play Bomb because that's, the most competitive esports kind of game type anyway. But it's becoming so difficult, once people figure out, that KAPKAN is actually very good for pro, it's just going to be a combination of disaster. And what I mean is usually you go in last second to plant the bomb, correct? And we already have Legion, which is terrible, and we have Ella and Frost Traps, and we already have KAPKAN, but that's not an issue because you can see it. But of course Legion, you can't see him, and I'm kind of going back into the phase of, remember Season 1 when Frost Traps were out, and I remember this clearly like it was yesterday, that people had such a terrible time against Frost because people didn't know, because everyone was like, oh, I'm just going to plant it next to this window because no one can shoot it, right? And so for a long time, even the pro players were like, what do we do about this? What do we do? Because they would keep jumping in and then they would die, including myself, and we didn't know what to do. So eventually someone figured out that you can shoot them while you're going in, and that fixed the problem. But it was still very inconsistent until Ubisoft fixed the problem. But you can remember, it was a really, really horrible problem. Now we have Legion, which you can't even see it. So you're just walking blindly into a trap that does 10 damage right off the bat to you, slows you down immediately, puts goo on your vision, and I mean it literally makes you immobile for like 1 second, and then you're slower until you take it out of your foot, and then you keep getting poisoned. So going in last second like that, it really hurts the game because it's so hard just to do it with Legion now. And now, if we have KAPKAN on top of that, I played the TTS, and there was like a combination of KAPKAN that hit me, a Legion, and an Ella trap. It was terrible. It was like literally hell, and I instantly died. Because not only could I not see, I got hit by the Legion trap and Ella, and then I got exploded, which did tons of damage to me, and I was already like 60 HP. Legion ended up killing me. Because of the trap. So this is a really big problem, because what if you are below 40 HP, going into the bomb, because a lot of people are, because they have to fight people, one-on-one. It takes, especially pro players. So going in, it's going to affect you long term. And I was pretty much right about the whole Legion thing back then when I made a whole rant about this whole season, because Legion is very deadly in the right hands, on bomb especially. So, but now that we have invisible KAPKAN traps, we're not going to be able to like focus on that. So you're going to have to run an IQ all the time now. I mean, it just has to happen. So you thought IQ was important. She's going to be even better if this happens. So I think the 2-speed, 1-speed thing is fine, or whatever. A 2-speed, a 2-armor is fine. That's a good buff to him, so he can run around. But I don't think he should have invisible traps that do that damage. It's just in the 5 traps, dude. It's just gonna be ugh. Now we have Blitz, which is he can basically run faster, and he also puts a shield up in front of his face, so he just goes sprinting towards you. You can't flash during this, just remember that, but you can stop and then flash and then rush them like a bull. And that's what I was doing in the TTS. It's pretty good, I have to admit. I don't think it's game breaking, but it is certainly it's definitely a buff, and it hurts. I think the game is going to be a lot hard, but I'm happy because an attacker needs to be good now, because a defense is just getting hard to go against. So, and then we have the recoil system, which is completely different. I don't really have anything to say too much about it because it's still in development, and who knows what's really going to happen at the end. So they're still very confused and still testing it to see what happens. So all I know is Ash's gun in the TTS was just crazy good. It had no recoil hardly, so that's something to think about. But I think it's interesting. I like having a recoil pattern that is completely not randomly generated. That is cool. But I do think that there is going to be a lot more testing, especially with the pistols, because they had no recoil at all. They were extremely OP. So I don't know how they're going to balance that out, but they did state something about that whole situation. But anyway, that is basically it, guys. Remember, check out Fridays. Every Friday, I'm going to be posting a cool story type montage from Rainbow Six Siege. And also, World War II is coming out for PC, so I'm going to be doing a montage on that this week because it's on PC. So I probably will have 2 montage clips or more coming out on World War II. So Call of Duty, obviously. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be awesome. And those will all obviously come out throughout the next couple weeks and things like that. So enjoy, guys. I will see you in the next one. Heads out.